So my name's Paula Chudleigh. I'm a senior sister on Penrose Critical Care at Derriford. My ambition is to empower critical care staff to enhance the quality of patient care by investing in their emotional well-being, preventing burnout and ensuring that they feel valued and respected, which will ultimately prevent nurse attrition. My challenge is I qualified as a professional nurse advocate or PNA in August 2021. So therefore my challenge was to establish the PNA service in line with the CC3N standard operating procedure within critical care by May 2023. So my problem was clinical supervision was very new to nursing, certainly to critical care. We were setting up a whole new service from scratch. We knew the pandemic had taken its toll on our staff and exacerbated long-standing issues within healthcare. It's difficult to measure the problem. We looked at long-term staff sickness, staff survey results, and the general morale on the unit. We needed a regular, reliable service taking into account unpredictable demands of critical care and getting staff away from the clinical area. Time was a big factor due to staffing numbers and the busyness of the unit. The PNA team felt that they needed to increase their skills and experience, especially with increasing staff mental health issues post-pandemic. We needed to increase the awareness of the role in the service. We also needed to ensure that the peer support was given to the PNA team, and we needed to have the PNA hours alongside our current role. So we were asked to provide an additional 15 hours a month for the service as well. So the approach, we used the structured KATA methodology, which was able to enable me to create a storyboard to adjust my target condition. After looking at the baseline current condition, I was able to identify barriers and then use the continuous PDSA cycle to test and experiment to make improvements. So this is a large project with multiple PDSA cycles and improvements, one of the target conditions was to set up group sessions away from the clinical area. We had previously trialled evening sessions before the shift and then online sessions, which were unsuccessful. We then went on to trial changing the structure of the mandatory training days and adding PNA sessions to these days, which was the biggest improvement of all. We can see the increased and sustained number of people attending sessions over the year from when KATA methodology was put in place and when the PNA sessions commenced. So another improvement change I was trialling was a different uniform for PNA time. It was a smaller change, but had a surprisingly big impact. It highlighted that I was working in a different role to all the staff, my Band 7 colleagues, as well as reminding myself. It ensured that I physically stepped out the office to change. It prompted staff to ask why I was wearing a different uniform, which proceeded to open up restorative conversations. And then we were able to roll out the uniform to the whole PNA team. This shows the impact of the service on the staff and patients, where we asked staff to complete questionnaires post sessions and provide their feedback. So the response was really positive. It proved that we're able to support increased job satisfaction and better team working and productivity, and that staff felt supported and valued, which would ultimately positively affect patient care. So what I've learned, as you can see, I've had a lot of learning from using the KATA process, but the thing which really stood out for me was using the structured approach and taking time to slow down and take a step back to look objectively, whereas initially, as this was a large project, I was keen to make a lot of changes all at once.
Brilliant, thank you for that, Paula. And if you go on to the next slide quickly. This is your Purple Belt certificate, and I will get one of these printed and sent to you. So really well done for reaching Purple Belt level. And also just wanted to shout out the fact that you want to get colleagues in your department KATA trained and that you're going to sponsor them, which is brilliant because ultimately that's what we want to come from this. So thank you again.